students, welcome to daily practice session. I am Mr. Devi Prasad here and I am with a new concept today, that is from motion in one dimension. I hope all of you studied about VT graph, velocity time graph in motion in one dimension, correct? So you know the slope of velocity time graph that gives acceleration. So let's learn one problem, or let's discuss one problem from this chapter today. So before starting that discussion, let's know something about VT graph. So what do you mean by VT graph? A VT graph is nothing but a graph drawn by taking time along x-axis and speed or velocity along y-axis. So what is the unit of speed? What is unit of speed? Unit of speed is meter per second, or unit of velocity, that is meter per second, and unit of time is taken in seconds. So like this, if you consider, that is nothing but VT graph. So for particular value, let's consider one graph here, okay, a simple graph in which whose velocity goes on increasing, okay, whose velocity goes on increasing with time. Like this I will consider. Now if you know this particular angle, let it be theta. Okay, how to calculate acceleration? How to calculate acceleration? It is just slope of VT graph that gives acceleration. So how to calculate slope? If you need to calculate acceleration between certain time intervals, for example, let's consider time interval t1 and t2. This time interval between time t1 and t2, you need to calculate acceleration. So let us consider this time interval. t2 minus t1 is the time interval. Okay. So if you want to calculate acceleration between this time interval, you need to get the slope of this VT graph. So how to calculate slope of this VT graph? So for that we can consider like this. So this is the time, no? So for this particular time t1, here you will get the value of velocity. Similarly, for this particular time t2, here you will get the value of velocity. Let it be v2. So here you have for at t1 velocity is v1, and at t2 velocity is v2. Okay, velocity is v2. So if you consider this angle as theta, this should be theta, correct? Okay, now if you want to get the slope, please remember slope is nothing but slope is equal to tan theta. Okay, always slope is nothing but tan theta. So tan theta means opposite side divided by adjacent side, correct? Tan theta is nothing but opposite side divided by adjacent side. Now in this particular problem, so this will be opposite side for this theta and this will be adjacent side. If you want, you can name this. This is A, B and C. That means tan theta in this problem is nothing but opposite side, that is AB divided by CB, correct? AB divided by CB. Now how to get this distance AB? Look at this. This is V1, V2 and this is V1. Therefore we can write this as V2 minus V1, right? And this one CB, that is nothing but here T2 you have, T1 you have. Therefore T2 minus T1. Therefore we can write slope, or slope gives acceleration, correct? Therefore slope gives acceleration. Therefore slope equal to, here we can write tan theta, that is equal to AB, that is V2 minus V1 divided by T2 minus T1. So what does this slope gives? It is nothing but acceleration, correct? Therefore this is how we can calculate acceleration from this VT graph, right? Now in this case velocity goes on increasing, therefore acceleration will be positive acceleration, or we can consider slope is positive. Okay, slope is positive. If slope is positive, we have positive acceleration, or in certain cases you may have a negative acceleration. So how you can calculate negative acceleration? For example, if you have a graph like this, okay, if you have a graph v and t, okay, v and t, and if you have velocity decreases with time, okay, now in this particular case velocity decreases with time, correct? Therefore slope will be negative. That means acceleration is negative. Negative acceleration is nothing but retardation. Okay, retardation. Okay, so this is how we can calculate acceleration or retardation from VT graph. Okay, that means as slope increases, acceleration increases, correct? If you have larger slope, acceleration is larger. Okay, yes. Here is our today's question. A graph, a VT graph or speed time graph is given. Okay, so it is the motion of a train within 2 hours. Okay, so that the train moves for 2 hours, and during that time how its speed changes, that is given in this problem or this graph. So what you need to calculate is the maximum acceleration. So when the this speed becomes maximum, or you need to calculate maximum acceleration, you need to calculate maximum acceleration. So how to calculate maximum acceleration? You know, it is a VT graph, so speed and time are given. So if you want to calculate acceleration, there is nothing but slope you need to calculate, right? So we need to get value of slope. So if you calculate slope, then that is nothing but acceleration. Okay, slope, so acceleration is equal to tan theta, right? Tan theta. So when you have maximum acceleration here, just look at when it moves from A to B, or during time 0 to 0.25 or 0 to 0.75, what happens? Its velocity goes on increasing, speed goes on increasing, right? Here it looks like this, speed goes on increasing, and from B to C during time 0.75 and 1, speed remains constant. Then again from 1 to, this will be 1.25, no, 1.25, again speed goes on increasing. Then what happens? From 1.25 to 2, again speed goes on decreasing. So you need to calculate maximum acceleration. Maximum acceleration means you need to consider maximum slope. So out of these, between AB, between BC, and between CD and between DE, so which one has maximum slope? That is nothing but CD, right? So the line CD, that has maximum slope, right? Therefore there you need to calculate acceleration. That means for this line you need to get slope. Okay, so as I said, tan theta from graph we can calculate like this: V2 minus V1 divided by T2 minus T1, right? So what is V2 minus V1? Look at this. So CD, no? Therefore if you continue like this, here you will get one value, that is nothing but V1, and here D, if you continue like this, here you will get one value, that is V2. Similarly, if you continue like this, here you will get one value, that is T1, and here you will get another value, that is T2. Okay, therefore V2 minus V1 means 60 minus 20 divided by T2, 1.25 minus 1. Okay, that's equal to 40 divided by how much? 0.25. So if you simplify this, you will get 160. Okay, 160. But what about unit? Unit will be kilometer per hour. It is given here. Okay, therefore if you look at the options, here we have option 2. Okay, option 2. Sorry.